I climbed up in this mangrove tree to tell you about this book I've been reading, 1776. Well, we've been here on holiday at Tres Rios, Riviera Maya, just south of Cancun. Incredible place, by the way. But I've always been amazed and continue to be amazed at the wisdom of our founding fathers when they established this great nation. You know, they really understood this principle of authority, this maxim that all human authority is delegated authority. It always flows from a higher source. And they understood that. They wrote it into our founding documents. You can look at the Declaration of Independence, for example. What does it say? When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bonds that have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth that equal and separate station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, then a decent respect for the opinion of mankind requires that they declare the causes that impel them to the separation. Whew, that's one sentence. And that's the opening paragraph of the Declaration of Independence. And I think what Jefferson was saying very eloquently and somewhat long-windedly was, hey y'all, we're about to break this thing off with Great Britain. Now he may have said y'all, he was from Virginia. Be that as it may, Lexington and Concord was 1775. We've already been at war for about a year. We're now in the summer of 1776, and this whole war has transitioned from one of declaring the rights as English colonials to one of independence, separation from Great Britain. And they were appealing to higher authorities, the laws of nature, the laws of nature's God, the theory of natural law. They were appealing to this. And the second paragraph of the Declaration of Independence proves this even further, and it'll be more familiar to you. What does it say? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, the people. Our Constitution says this: we the people, in order to establish this union and do all of the other things in the preamble. You can look at Article 1 of the Constitution. It says, all legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in Congress. Granted from whom? From we the people. They were appealing to this higher authority. And we need to understand this as foundational to understanding this dynamic of authority, this principle of being a man or a woman under authority and appealing to the higher authority when our authority is challenged. So we put our ego aside and appeal to a higher authority. Not because I said so, that's why, but because the law says so, the policy says so, the Constitution says so, the chief, the sheriff says so, the people say so. This is the principle of authority at work in the life of an officer on a day-to-day basis. Understanding that all human authority is delegated. It flows down this chain of command, relying upon positional authority to accomplish their lawful objectives instead of an ego-driven authority because I said so, that's why. That didn't even work at home. You think it's going to work on the streets?